open up the last few things and we'll get rolling. Why the music is like not coming through on this account. Here we go. Let me try and figure out why. There we go. Now we got music. I'm a little far away from the microphone at the moment, so it should be okay. Chat box will be big enough. If not, I'll have to get up and go look at it some more. Some of these. Okay. We've got a new subscriber. What up, and welcome to the team. What up, Bridget? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the sub. I'm surprised I was able to read that from here. And there's also a camera like in front of the screen. We've got a new subscriber. What up, Amanda? Welcome to the team. Thank you for the sub. All right. So I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I bought everything for this project. I don't know, I think 3 years ago at this point. Sounds about right. Because one of the items, the see-through mesh, came with a coupon. And I literally just opened it today. Like the envelope's on the floor. That expired in 2021. In January of 2021. So maybe it's been 4 years. I bought the stuff for this project 4 years ago. Which means I found most of it because the majority of it was in one place. But I know I had bought a couple of dowels and like a big styrofoam ball. And those must be in one of my other boxes of crafting supplies. But I didn't go like crazy person searching for it. So we'll work on that one. Oh, I spelled Kunihero wrong for the stream title, didn't I? Shoot. Dang it. Dang it. I know how to fix it for Twitch. I don't know how to fix it for YouTube, but whatever. I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. You guys get the point. Alright. So, let me... It's a Katamari. There we go. Let me pull up a picture of this little dude, bro. So I can remember what I was doing when we were starting this whole shenanigan 4 years ago. Okay, my phone is not bright enough. There we go. Now it's too bright. First world problems. Okay, so I need red, I need green, like regular green. Close enough. Or maybe even a darker green. Well, this is a nice dark. Let's use this green. Okay, then I need tan. We'll use this tan. Then I need like peach. What are they calling this? They're calling that sand. I know there's like a peach because I used it for the cake planning. This is like too bright. Yeah, that's too bright. We're just gonna use, okay, this is peach. We're gonna use peach. He's got a little gray eyes. His nose looks red. Oh no, his nose is like bright orange. It's like pumpkin orange. Too yellow. Mango. What about this orange? Light orange. Okay, this is like orange. This is orange. We got orange. All right, and then his mouth is like dark red. It's a little too dark, but it'll do. Whatever. It's a rough sketch for us to get going. That's all we need. Then yellow for the top. And technically 2 different shades of red. It almost looks like 3 different shades of red. But we're going to make those 2 the same. Because the ball on the top is like pew bright red. It's like, and everything else is a tad bit darker. We're going to deal with 1 shade of red for now because I only bought one kind of red fabric anyway. So, all right. Let's see. I need to move this camera, don't I? Huzzah! Huzzah, I say. Yay, paper. I guess I could flip it upside down too. I should probably just move the whole camera onto the same side of the table as me. So it's like looking over my shoulder, huh? I should do that. That would make more sense. I'm gonna hit it like every 5 minutes though if I do that. So maybe I should just rotate it on there. Let's just rotate it over there. Well, Sirhc, this cam gonna get 50-50. Ta-da! Okay. Alright. Ooh, there's a tiny little bug on this table. Oh my god, and he's like fast as hell. Got him. What up?
Do you need something?
I don't think so.
Oh, weren't you gonna move that?
No, all I did was rotate it on the screen.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. We'll see how it works. Here, let me draw a smiley face. We'll see how we feel. How do we feel? How do you feel about my smiley face?
It's pretty small.
I mean, I drew it pretty small. Like, do you think I should just move the camera over here?
Probably. Like over the shoulder.
Yeah.
And if you want a suggestion,
Yeah, tell me.
if you have a way of mounting that to something else that's not on the table, because whenever you push on the table,
Oh, it
it
wobbles.
shakes a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You have
can.
a tripod or
I
something?
can. Yeah, I can mount it to the big tripod.
But then you're also going to need a longer extension cable too.
Well,
USB extension cable.
that's a whole different story. Here, let me switch us to BRB. All right. We're good. We got this. The extension cable you lent me, no worky with that camera. Because the camera's USB 2 or whatever. But the old short ones that I have work great. So, yeah.
It should work fine.
It doesn't. When you plug it in, it says Windows doesn't recognize this device. Some blah 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 nonsense about drivers. So, that's
Or are you going to have a long enough cable to get it over there is the thing.
I think so. I'm gonna take this sucker off here.
There was something else I was going to tell you too. Oh. If it's not a big deal,
Alright, we're gonna put some pictures of Kunihero on the screen here. Where are my pictures? So one of them's fine. There's some other dang Kunihero picture. Alright, so here is old school Kunihero. I don't want to make y'all motion sick, so. We're gonna see if we can manage to make this work. And pray. A lot of prayer. Okay. So now when I smack the desk 100 times, it shouldn't move this camera. Because it is not touching the desk anymore. And then I would like it to be almost a little higher. Because when I start actually like cutting fabric and stuff, it's going to be... There we go. Let's try that. This is about as high as I can get it. Alright. Now I'm gonna laugh when I sit down. It's gonna be like smacking me. It's gonna smack me in the head. No, it's not too bad. Alright. So now you guys can see what Kuni looks like. He is on the screen there on the left. I cannot put the cat back on this water ball. And I am going to think about this in terms of building it quickly, efficiently, and with very little materials. I can't find the styrofoam ball that I bought for the top of his head. And brain thoughts are happening. Oh, I love how you can see the top of my glasses. Look at my eyelashes, y'all. Ooh, that's creepy. That's really creepy. Okay. I might need to measure this fabric because I don't even remember how much I bought and the tag's not on it anymore. Alright. Get all this frizzap out of the way and see how much fabric we have. Alright, so this is... looks like about 3 yards of fabric. Alright. Yeah, and I no longer have, I don't think I have the piece of paper where I did the initial measurements either. But I do believe when I measured Sirhc Man's cranium, it was like 22 inches. Big ol' head. Alright, uh-oh, now I can't get into the closet. Okay, here we go. We're gonna play a game. Climbing under the thing. Here we go. Alright. Sewing box. Retrieved. Okay, I have a ton of Velcro in here. I've got Solufilm in here. I'm not gonna do that though. Like, I'm trying to play a little bit of a game of keep it simple. So, I mean, Kunihero's head is just a big square box, right? I think that one's a little too small. I think this one is the right size on one side, but not on the other. So I'm gonna have to cut it up and then put it back together. And then coat it in fabric. My first thought was to do fabric panels. Because let's see. So Kunihero has like just a square essentially that his face sticks out of. So we'll use the mesh for that part, and I can paint the mesh whatever color we need it to be, which is that peachy skin color. And then I can paint on the little eyes, nose, mouth, and cheeks. His little gift design at the bottom of his head that's in green. I'll probably just hand paint that on too. That's probably gonna be the easiest way to go about it. I know I had bought a ball and a cone for the top of his head, and Lord, I don't know where they are. But I have EVA foam over here that I can make the cone out of. And I might just go get like a Christmas ball off the out of the Christmas stuff. I can just find a... I don't think we have any that are smooth and bright red, but if I find a smooth one, I could paint it. Alright, so the cone is yellow. So we're gonna do EVA foam for the cone. This peach piece right here with his little face on it. This is gonna be EVA foam. This is gonna be mesh. Then he's got like a green outline. I'll hand paint the green outline on, I think. I do have some green fabric, so if I end up needing to line this square with green fabric, I can do that. It's a little bit of a lighter green color, though. It's actually for my barber costume. That I also bought all the materials for and didn't make. Alright, so the red ball that goes on top. Oh, y'all can't freaking see. I must have smacked this camera. Oh no, it's just straight up sliding down. Okay. Well, that's fun. This might not work. It's just a really difficult spot to try to get the camera. There we go. Alright, and now it's facing the wrong direction, but what can you do? Yeah, I don't have enough free space here. Alright, so we got mesh, EVA foam, this might be a Christmas ball. That, or I can procure another styrofoam ball. But that, honestly, I would have to wrap that in fabric, and just using a Christmas ball, even if I have to paint it, sounds easier. Especially if I'm changing this to EVA foam. Doesn't really matter either way. Okay, so then there's his little box head. So his little face is very close to the top of his little box head. So he's got a little bit on the sides, but not a ton on the top. I mean, just from a build perspective, gonna have to have a little red lip on the top, because I'm not gonna... Well, actually... No, I can do it. I can do it right up near the top. I just have to then do it in one piece instead of multiple pieces, or add angle brackets into the top of the head to reinforce it. And I mean, those can be made out of like cardboard, it doesn't matter. Alright. And then the bottom of his head is where the majority... So his head isn't... I don't think it's actually square. I think it's a little more rectangular. I mean, I guess I could get real scientific and go measure his little picture. But yeah, it looks longer on the bottom. Now I can't tell if that's an optical illusion because his face is aligned toward the top. No. Here, hold on, I can count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 squares on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, 14 squares on that side. It is. It's an optical illusion. His head is a square. Okay. So that we know. So this is going to be cardboard with fabric coat. Okay, then these little squigglies here that go across. He's got 2 rows of them, and they kind of meet each other, but the top ones are taller Then the bottom ones, and then they have another one inside them. Oh, these ones only have a square inside them. They don't have the second line. And then these have a little like square line inside them. Okay. Then I gotta decide if I want to do old school Kuni, like these little bows right here, or if I want to do the flat without the bows. I mean, doing the newer version that's flat without the bows means I don't have to try to wire fabric. But there's something hilarious and adorable about this, too. Because what I want to do, it looks like this is only on the sides. So what I want to do is have, honestly, almost the whole thing be one piece of fabric. The only piece that would be separate would be the top. And actually, does that even have to be separate? So let's think about this. If we're cutting out this square of fabric that then needs an equal size square to each side of it, and then an equal size square that would be the back. This is the left side, this is the right side, this is the front. Alright, as long as I end up having enough fabric to do that, which I should. Then we would need the piece that's going to be the top, and I'll also need a piece that's going to be the bottom. I would like both of those to be attached from the front panel, so it would be like this. So that might be where I don't have enough fabric to keep it as one piece. This will be the top, this will be the bottom. Then we need these little side panels. So we would need, and I think it's straight up just a triangle that meets at the top. So when those are folded and tipped together onto this post, it's a matter of, I'll start with them as flat triangles, and if I need to come back in and cut them into curves, then I can come back in and cut them into curves. But it keeps all of the fabric as one piece that I can layer on. The only, well, actually no, that's not even a problem either. When I cut this section out of the front, I'll just have to do it super carefully. And when I cut it, I'll have to have this be the window that I actually want. When I cut it, I'll cut it a little bit smaller than that window and split the corners so that I can fold these 4 pieces and glue them inside, so that there's no exposure. It'll be red on the sides where it's meeting up with the mesh that I will be painting peach. So we'll have the peach mesh right there. And these sides will be red. Okay. And then the bottom piece, obviously I'm going to have to cut it a whole bunch. I'm not as worried about that. But what I'll probably end up doing, so this is the front, what I'll probably end up doing with the bottom panel is, so this is where it attaches to the front. right here, these sides. It depends on where I want to come in from, because it's going to need the neck hole cut out a bit. I could just straight up cut the neck hole out and use the same technique here to layer it in. Or, I mean, it kind of depends on how tight I want to be able to make the neck. I guess I'll just cut it all as a flat hole so you can just drop it over your head. So even if I have a cut point there, I don't really care. It's on the back. This music is a jam. All right. So I will wrap the entire thing using only one piece of fabric. That's going to be a fun challenge. I'm going to have to cut real carefully. Then I need to paint the mesh. I need to find out the heat resistance of this mesh, because I'm probably going to want to iron it. It's been folded in an envelope for 4 years. I don't know, I might be able to like bend it back flat. It's pretty pliable. Because I'm going to need most of it. I bought a standard sheet of paper size piece. I'll probably want to use about this much of it as the face part. That seems about right. That's like... I mean, if we hold tight to his face being a square, that's how big it's going to be. So it'll be like that. So I think really step one, so this is going to be fabric that, okay, where does that attach? That attaches underneath here. So this is going to come down here. So these are going to end up having to get trimmed, but that's fine. I can trim them when I'm ready to actually like put this piece together, because that'll mean if these have excess fabric that goes underneath here and here, I mean obviously they meet in the center because it's from one cut piece, but that gives me this much space to attach it on each side of this yellow cone that we're working with here. Okay. Then, so I think the idea is that these little swirls are like technically part of these, but I won't be able to do it that way. So these will get tucked underneath this ball when it gets attached. Then I'll wire. I'm gonna have to cut some of this fabric and wire it in kind of a loop-de-loop. Okay. I believe I have enough wire to do this. So I'll wire it in a loop-de-loop. And then I'll make a mirrored loop-de-loop here. that's wired the same way. Question is, should I twist them together here? I mean, they look almost totally separate. So if I make one long wired piece, if I just make one long wired piece, and I take one side and do this with the one side, I take the other side and do this with the other side, and then just bend them together. Then I can use this excess in the middle to create a loop that goes right here. And then if I need to glue it in or anything like that to keep it stable, that's fine. Okay, so that's where we're at. There. Easy enough. Easy enough. All right, so then the first step of actually getting this moving, other than me continually trying to lay that thing flat, oh, I can set something on top of it maybe. How about that? Is gonna be cutting up this box to try to get it to the size that I need. So I'm gonna have to go grab a couple supplies. And then we're gonna start cutting up this box. Because I really didn't need all these, huh? Where did I, oh, it's underneath the sewing box. We'll just toss it here. Whatever, I do what I want. I do what I want. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some supplies. And we're gonna start cutting that box up. brought my entourage. Hi, puppy. Go lay in your beddy. Good girl. Hi, good girl. She got a bath today. She's all clean. Are you all clean? You are. You're all clean. And the cat is on the desk over there looking like, I just got on the wrong desk. Looks very offended. Oh, good girl. Lay down. Okay. So we are going to put our fabric away until we know what size we're making this thing. Alright, I got supplies. I got measuring tape. I'm gonna measure. God, this box has like shipping stickers all over it. Okay. Alright. So this box is 12 inches. Yes, that's like perfect. It's 12 by 10. So then the question becomes, how much do I care about it being a perfect square? Here, give me this. I think the answer is going to be not that much. Ooh, but that doesn't leave me very much space at the bottom. What size is this box? I might be cutting this whole thing up and making it fresh. That's 11 inches by 10 inches, so neither of them are actually square. Well, but and I need it, like 12 by 12 is kind of, I think, the ideal size here that we're talking about. What you talking about? What you talking about? Okay. So I can cut, here, hold on, wait a minute. Is the height's the problem? What was the width on that side the problem? The height is the problem. You know what? We just got a HelloFresh shipment today. I'm gonna go grab that box because I bet I can cut solid pieces out of it. Oh wait, hold on. I have some of those that aren't in use. Alright, before I go get that box, I had one other thought. I have a bunch of these that aren't in use right now. Oh, box delivery service? Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. This is 11 by 10 and a half. Why is nothing actually a square? Why? Why are you not actually a square box? Oh no, does this look right? Y'all can tell me. Does this look like Kunihero's head? It's a little, like, claustrophobic. That's too small. I do have my hair up, so it's like a giant ball on the back of my head, but that's too small. I want it to be 12 by 12, so we're cutting up boxes. Alright, let's clear some room for box cutting. The dog is looking at me like, where did all these cardboard boxes? Where did they all come from? Yeah. Oh, now the cat's here too. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Alright, let me peel some of these shipping stickers. Wow, it's super sticky. Off this box. That whole piece is like super sticky. Okay, got it. Alright. So I want to deconstruct this box as nicely and carefully as possible. How wide is it? It's only 11 inches wide. Trying to think if I have any other boxes that would have a 12 by 12 piece. But I mean, thinking about it from a like depth perspective. So I feel like this needs to be about an inch taller. Okay, so that's 10. So 11 would be fine that way. So maybe we let the width be 12 and the height be 11. Or maybe I just make the whole thing 11 by 11. What did I say this box was? 12 by 10. So it's the same depth as that one. But if I do 11 by 11, let me just cut an 11 by 11 piece out of this other box over here. That way, wait, hold on. What did I say it is? It's only 10 and a half deep, isn't it? Yeah. Or, well, it's only 10 deep, so it's an inch short. And how wide is it on this side? Okay, this is the side that's 12 inches. And how tall are these pieces? 6 inches. All right. You know what? We're gonna cut the flaps off this box to get a feel. What up, Brigand? Oh, a Katamari playlist? I don't know. Was that gonna get flagged for something? It is. It's finally happening. It is finally happening. Plenty of elbow room. What up? What up, Crash? Alright, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I mean, I guess I could attempt to rotate this camera. 2 boxes that I am cutting up. Oh look, there's a Dorothy. There's a wild Dorothy. That's gonna be as good as I'm gonna be able to get it. She's got a knife. Technically it's a box cutter, so we're all good because we're cutting boxes. Alright, we got one. I took a little bit of the edge off, but whatever. It's just a test piece. There we go. Got it. Kunihero is indeed topless. Topless. Alright. So thinking about this. Here, let me flip it to the 2 flat sides. I should have brought down some tape. Just for testing purposes. Okay, so thinking about it in the perspective of like this. So actually, yeah, I think height-wise, 11 is going to be ideal. From a comfort perspective, because yeah, this is too tall. This is like hitting my shoulder. So 11 is going to be ideal on height. But I think we might want it to be that 12 inches wide on the top. So we're going to need it to be wider. Okay, so this direction, we need Kuni's head to be 12 inches. Then depth, so the top panel needs to be 12 by 12, just from a comfort perspective. Then the length on this side needs to be 11 inches. So that panel will be 12 by 11. So all 4 sides, so sides are 12 by 11, top and bottom are 12 by 12. Okay. Oh, I forgot you guys can't see what I'm writing because I moved the camera again. Hair cam. Stop moving the camera. I mean, I got good hair, so enjoy that hair cam. I did just wash it because I went on a run today and it was like 78 degrees outside. So I got home and was like, I'm washing my hair again. Because I washed it on Saturday after that race too. Okay. So now that we know that we need 11 by 12 inch panels, is this the right size? That's 12, but it's only 10, isn't it? And I said 10 was too short. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. So this box, other than our lovely test pieces, it's useless. It's useless. So the other thought is, from a wearer's perspective, I need to consider how much space I can put in the top. Because I'm gonna want to make essentially like a tiny little round pillow that just sits on top of your head to keep the box from being on the top of your head, but also to help distribute the weight. It won't be heavy because I mean it's gonna be mostly just cardboard, but that'll keep me from having to reinforce the top, which would add more weight. Yeah, I mean, that is how making costumes feel. It feels, I probably make it more complicated than it needs to be. But half the fun's in the planning and the figuring it all out. Okay, so if I'm using EVA foam for the little yellow cone, that weighs like nothing. Then it's a matter of figuring out how big I want the ball to be. It looks relatively small in comparison to the size of his head overall. But I might have to wait until I kind of have... So this box right here is 11 by 10 and a half. So let's set this box right here and get a ball. I have some Christmas balls hanging out. So this is the largest ball that I have. Do I have anything that I can just pop up as a cone right now without having to cut EVA yet? I don't think so. Imagine a cone. Here. Actually, I mean, it might be a little big, but I think the next available size that I have would almost be too small. Alright, give me a sheet of paper. I don't think I have any tape right here. Oh, you know what? Let me use one of these sticker stickers from all the shipping boxes. Okay. So, oh, I'm off cam. Here we go. Here is our head. Here is the idea of our cone. And now you can't see because my stupid bot message is over the top. Gluing this in there. Oops, I crushed my flimsy paper cone. Who would have guessed? Also, this box with no bottom is collapsing on me. I'm just trying to get an idea box. Cooperate, dang it. I'm gonna have to like hold it up, I think. It's a little big. Like, obviously the cone is like way taller than it ever would actually be. Cone's gonna be more big. Yay, I'm making a mess all over the floor as always. Cone's gonna be more like that. So, and then the big ribbon pieces. Alright, it's standing on its own. Standing on its own. I'm gonna stare at it. Obviously it's not straight, but I'm thinking that anything smaller that I have is gonna be too, like this is it's a little too big. It's a little big. But I think anything else I have is gonna be too small. So I think we're going with it. I think we're going with it. Alright, so we have our ball. And then I'll be making this cone out of EVA foam. So thanks, paper. GG's test paper. Alright, so then set that over there. Man, this is hard work. Planning is hard work. Alright. Now I just gotta start cutting pieces. So I need two 12 by 12. Meow. The thing about the bottom piece Hi, silly baby. Meow. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And I think I'm going to want to put angles inside the corners. Since I'm having to, like, since I don't have a singular piece, I'm going to want to reinforce the corners on the inside of the head. Okay. So then the question is, since the front of it is going to have to be 12 by 11, I'm losing an inch. Okay, so I'm losing an inch. And I'm thinking about where this is going to go. He only has a very tiny amount. Do not try to jump in my lap right now, please. Do not. Do not. Do not. Alright, so thinking about it like this, with that being the bottom. I mean, how good is my estimated inch? Spot on! Dang right. Oh, y'all, once again, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Ta-da. I mean, the next size we have is pretty significantly smaller, I would say. I can go look. So yeah, so I don't know. I drew a random line for 1 inch and it's spot on, so I'm proud of myself. So the 12 width is gonna be perfect with the face because it's not a lot of space at the top, but it's a good amount of space at the bottom for his little green present design. Oh yeah, is his present design on the new one different? I think it is. It looks like it's just 2 little zigzag lines. Let me look at that. It is different. Wow. Yeah, I think we'll stick with ye old Kunihero. I mean, the face is cuter on the new one, but... Oh, and they took away the green line across the top of the newer one. I mean, they simplified his design. Which actually kind of sounds good, but we retro up in here, so I guess we're gonna stick with OG Kuni. Hi, silly kitty cat. Are you the silliest dilly? Are you the silliest dilly? I'm trapped now. I'm trapped. I must sit here and pet the kitty cat. I must sit here and pet the kitty cat. I'm trapped. Alright. So I need my panels. Trying to decide how I want to attach my fabric to my panels matters. If I use standard fabric adhesive, it's gonna leave marks on the fabric. So that would have to be done outdoors with spray adhesive. Yeah, we might have to bust out the spray adhesive. Yeah. That way it'll be evenly covered. And if there's any bleed through, it should be minimal. That's the idea, at least. This cat is ridiculous, y'all. Okay, so then I need to figure out, hi baby. Yeah, you really love taking over, don't you? Alright, so then I need to start working on my fabric cut plan here. So what did I write down on that piece of cardboard? Okay, I need the top and bottom to be 12 by 12 and the sides to be 12 by 11. So, okay. Now the cat's on the desk. Now there's cat fur everywhere. Surprise! There's cat fur everywhere. Okay. So that means for my cut pattern, girl, do not even try to jump up there. Yeah, sit your cat butt down. Don't even try that. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. Okay, so it's gonna be 12 for the back, 12 for the left side, 12 for the front and 12 for the right side. Okay. So all of those panels, this is front, this is right, this is left, this is back. Okay, then these panels that come off of here obviously are also 12 because they match that one, but they're 12 on this side as well, while these are all 11 on that side. Yes, okay. Then it's these panels here that will have that same, I'm gonna cut them as flat triangles to start, and if I need to adjust down from there, we'll adjust down from there, but we'll start with flat, largest triangles. Cool beans. All right. So then I need the total length here to be 24, 30 to be 35 inches. And I need the total length here. 48 inches. Is that right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 42, 46, 8. Yep, 48 inches. Okay. Cool. So we know how much fabric we need. Make sure it's small enough so Sir still fits in his cage. He's got a big cage. We're free range up in here. Okay. So now here's the $1,000,000 question. That's mostly based in laziness, but do I tape all the panels together? Or do I hot glue them and then glue in reinforced corners? That's a hard question. So thinking about using the spray adhesive, I want whatever I spray it onto to be all the same material. So if I tape it, the whole outside of the box has to be taped. Which, if I just use clear packing tape, is fine. It's really not that much. But then how well is it going to adhere? That's one question. Let me see this fabric. All right, so take this fabric and look at how thick it is if it's just one piece. Okay. So it definitely needs to be double layered, which means I might not actually have enough to cut it as one solid piece. How much do I have here? Oh yeah, this isn't 35 inches. Yeah, okay, so I would have to 22. So I gotta cut it separate. Alright, so if I leave the bottom panel off, that leaves me needing 20. Did I just say it's 22? Because that would leave me needing 23, and like, that's, well, and also it's got the scarring on this side, so, from the bolt. Yeah, well that's moot. Okay. Because I was thinking, well, if I just want to make a frame and not have the head be solid, this would work for that. I wouldn't be really concerned. But I have to go try to match this fabric, and I bought it 4 years ago. So that's gonna be, that'd be rough. Let me see what this looks like. Like, even as a single layer, it's fine. So that gives me 40 inches one way, and that is fine. And how much do I have? This away. That's 5 foot. I have about 6 feet, so we're good. What up, Zen? How are you doing on this fine Monday that for some reason feels like Tuesday to me? I was thinking about that while I was running today. I was like, wait a minute, why am I doing this run on a Monday? The race being on Saturday has my runs off by a day, because usually I would do my like slow chill run on Tuesday. But I did it today. So it feels like Tuesday to me. Feels like Tuesday. Okay. Fabric. Doink. Cat, just because I set it down, yeah, don't touch it. Yeah, that's not for you. Okay, box. Box we must cut. I need to start marking this box up. Here, I'll make sure you have my very entertaining drawing to look at while I cut boxes up. Okay, so this one is already 11 inches. How many 11-inch panels do I need? 4. Wait. Stop. Bonnie. No. You do not need to be in my lap right now. Ooh. I still didn't figure out if I'm gonna glue or if I'm gonna tape. I can't decide. I mean, gluing it is probably the better choice. So yeah, I need 4 12 by 11 pieces. The cat is standing like legit right in front of the chat window. So there we go. She's moving. Working. Oh, you take Tuesday instead of Monday. Yeah. Oh, shush. You're fine. Don't be dramatic. She's just climbing all over everything, being super dramatic right now. Oh! Girl! Don't be jumping like that. I'm sure you guys heard that because she jumped right next to the microphone. Do you need to be on my lap so badly that is the length that you went to get in my lap? Is that where we live now? Why don't you just go lay down? Why don't you, if I put your bed on this desk, will you lay down? I can't cut boxes if you're sitting in my lap, my sweet. I can't cut boxes if you're sitting in my lap. This is why everything I do takes like 10 times longer than it should. Because between the cat and the dog, one of them is always all over me. Want something. Yeah, yeah. You may spoil babies. And this one has decided that because the dog, she is brave and wants to go outside. Which, I mean, she wouldn't even go in our garage before. She was afraid to walk into the garage. So now every morning when I take the dog out, she has to triumphantly go on the front porch and sniff around the flower bed at the front of the house. And then this afternoon, she decided it's so pretty outside that she was gonna lay on the porch and refuse to come back in the house. Yeah, you laid on the porch for like 20 minutes. So I have to sit there with the door open and watch you. Yeah. Yeah. I chased her in after that because I was like, alright, you got 20 minutes, you're good. Like, that's good. That's good, yeah. Look how happy you are. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there is a creator on Instagram who, she's like got a farm and a bunch of cows and like, that's her thing. But she's got a kitty cat that likes to get in one of those baby wraps. So she'll put the baby wrap on and stick the cat in the baby wrap. And then she can walk around the house doing whatever, and the cat's just like straight up napping in the baby wrap. I had always thought that she wouldn't stay still for that, but now that she's getting so much older, I bet you I could put this cat in a baby wrap. Yeah, do you want to be in a baby wrap? So that you can just be all up on me like the whole day? I think this response is yes. I'm just like trapped now. I'm trapped. I'm trapped about the cuteness. I'm trapped about the cuteness. I'm trapped. Yeah, you don't want to go, no. No. I'm gonna buy you a baby wrap, and then I'm gonna buy you a harness and a leash and take you on the walks when we take the dog on a walk, because you're so brave now. Yeah, brave little old lady. Oh yes. Alright, well, I guess this is now a cat petting stream. Because this is where we live. Yeah, is that right? It's a cat petting stream? Is that right? Mommy not allowed to get any work done? Not unless the queen is happy? Unless the queen is so happy. You know, I never checked to see if Botrix joined on YouTube. I should have done that. Oops. Alright, well I'm going to have to move this little monkey. Because she very clearly is not going to move on her own. Alright, little monkey. Alright, little monkey. Alright, little monkey. Come on. Oh, so much sadness. Oh, yes. So sad. Alright. Now I'm going to put your bed on this desk so you can sit right where I'm working. There you go. Now I'm going to see if Botrix joined. Okay, Botrix did join your bed. Just double check. You guys see my life? This is my life. This is every day of my life. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? I just put your bed right there. I am going to cut boxes with a knife. You cannot be all over me. Alright. Okay, so this is already 11. So I just need to mark it at 12. Bonnie. Don't even. Okay, what tab? Flat edge. Can you lay in your bed and be a good girl? Maybe? For like a minute? For like a minute? Spoiler alert, the answer is no. I don't know where she's going now. She just walked away. Alright. So let's get this box like unglued here. Not the most ideal way to get this done, but we're getting it done. Okay. Ta box. We got boxes and boxes. I want to cut this. start there. So we're gonna peel tape off of the box. Very carefully. So then my other thought is, so this is the, well, I have to cut it there. So let me just get it cut here. Okay. Okay. So we've got our piece. It should be 11 and it should be 12. We're good there and there. This piece is at the bottom is like, it's interesting. Yeah, it's like slightly more than 11 on this little bottom corner. Because the cut wasn't perfectly straight. I think our music just stopped. But I mean, they're getting coated in fabric every way. So, like, they don't have to be super perfect. No, ma'am. You're going to get locked out of the room if you keep doing this. Okay. So, thinking about putting the little pillow in the top. Wait a minute. This piece is 12 this direction. I'm holding it the wrong way, aren't I? Yes. My dumb butt is holding it the wrong way. Okay. So thinking about it being, here she comes again. Well, joke's on you because I've got another one that's not even plugged in, so you can have your webcam back for that. You tell him. You tell him. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. So this one is 12 by 11. So it can be back, left, front, right. It could be any of the panels. Trying to think if I want to leave a piece of this panel on here. Yeah, joke's on you, kitty cat, because I'm about to have to get up. This cat is too much. Yeah, joke's on me because she's always all over me. We shall sit in silence. And look at the kitty cat. All right, little butt. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not laying down and getting all comfy. All right. Music. Let me fix it. Oh, it's funny. The box is green, so it's keying out. All right. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Cool. So we have our first panel cut. Now it's time to measure our next panel. This one got a little messed up there, so hopefully we don't need that part. Probably ought to clean up the edge too. Let's see. This is a rare piece. I can just tape over that and have it be on the inside. It's fine. Because this is the largest, like, single segment that I've got right now. I mean, I've got other boxes I could go cut up, I'm sure. There's always boxes everywhere. All right. Guess I should have picked a side. This side has this angle cut that kind of goes in. I mean, this I can fix up a tad. Then make sure I'm happy with where my line is. Yeah, okay. So then I'm gonna start here. I did take a whole bunch of time-lapse video of the cakes as well while I was making them. Well, at least once I got to the putting them together part. I didn't bother doing that while I'm actually baking them because it's just like, that's boring. I should probably be using the box cutter. Gosh darn it, I like being stubborn. At least I admit it. Flippity floop. Look at the good old flippity floopity. Straight edge. Using the straight edge of a cardboard box, you know, but whatever. There's like some weird drums up in there. And I'm like, is that one of my sound effects or was that in the song? Okay. Cool. So let's get this side cut. Girl, no. You cannot jump up here while I'm cutting. No. No, ma'am. You're about to get locked out of the room. Yeah, she knows what that means. She left. She walked away. She's like, oh snap, Mom's serious. This is serious business. Alright, so I think the easiest thing to do is going to be, let's grab the scissors real quick and just pop that off so I can bend it. There we go, and now I can just push it through. Do the same on this side. Okay. I would like to peel this sticker off carefully. Got it. Alright. Well, now you don't have a bed up there because I put your bed over here, ding dong. This cat. Yeah, you're being a butt. You're being a butthead. I see you being a butthead. Okay, so here is my 12 by 12 piece. Ta-da! 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 She's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Why are you holding cardboard over your head? Alright. Next piece. How many more pieces do I need? I'm already getting tired. It's been a long day. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:45. Okay, it's later than I thought it was. I guess this took more planning than I thought it would. I guess. Here is another piece for us. Let me peel off some of the mess and the tape. Got that piece. Got that piece. The good news is with the clear packing tape, like, it's so easy to just cut it off. Alright. Or, I mean, just pull it off. It doesn't, like, stick real bad and rip the cardboard on the way up. Oh, she is staring so hard at the screen. It's kind of funny. She's like, what's happening? All right, cool. What? Where'd you go? Oh, back under the chair? Yeah, no. Does this seem like a good place for you to be right now? I don't think this is a good place for you to be right now. Go away. Yeah, go away. Alright. So this piece is... Oh no, this piece is short. How is this piece shorter than that other piece? How does that make sense? I mean, it's like just shy of 11 inches. Well, butts. That's all I have to say. Well, butts. Alright, give me that other piece. Am I, like, losing... No! I'm not losing my mind! These are two sides of the same box, and somehow... No, they're... This one has like, more to it, but it loses it. I mean, how badly do I need it to be exactly 11 is the other question. If I just make them all the same and they're, like, 10 3/4, like, who cares? Because I think the length, if you're thinking about this being on your shoulder, that's a pretty significant... I gotta like bend down and lean back. That's a pretty significant... Oh, but that's the 12-inch side anyway. This being on your shoulder. No, that's about right, because I want it to be... Yeah, so this piece is like pretty much exactly what I need. I'll cut them all to fit. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so then I'm going to just line these up and draw a line. And then we're going to check that. Yep, 12 inches. Yeah, I mean, as long as they're all the same, it doesn't really matter if it's slightly shy of 11 inches. So here is another identical piece to that. That is 2 of them so far. So I have 1 12 by 12 and 2 12 by 11s. Or 12 by slightly shy of 11. Alright, so this is the piece that I would cut my other 12 by 12 out of. I'm just gonna go on ahead and take the flaps off. Ooh, this has a big bend in it. I think I can still work with it. It's a big bend on this side too. I'm trying to decide which piece is the best square to keep. Probably starting with this as the bottom. So then give me my other 12 by 12. Set it on here. And we're just gonna just like that. I'm gonna clean up this edge a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, when I like glue it together and wrap it with the fabric, these little obnoxious edges won't be a problem anymore. Do 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 ba 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 da ba da. Okay. This flippity floopity. Oh, flippity floopity. See the cut line right there. That edge is not cut enough on that side. Got this side though. cleanest, but it'll do the trick. Alright, and I can take the edge off of it here. Whee! Anybody been watching any good TV shows lately? Or movies, I guess. We bought the new Willy Wonka movie, but we haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. And then, of course, I've been watching the latest season of Love is Blind. I'm not done yet, though. I'm still up in that drama. That drama. Cool. All right, here is one more 12 by 12. So that's our top and our bottom pieces. They're like little cardboard bits legit everywhere. Can y'all see how sunburned I am? So much sun. Good times, good times. It's very hard to find shirts that are comfortable right now. I was like, any of my running shirts, they're soft, they'll be fine. And like several of them, the seam that's like right here in the neckline, I was like, nope, because I'm like, this side of my neck is all sunburned right here. So any seam that like touches the sunburn is like, nope. Nope. Okay. So now I need 2 more 11 by 12 panels. And that box is gone. We used it up. It is gone. So can I get an 11 by 12 panel out of this box? Let me hold up one of my other ones and see, since they're actually technically slightly shy. Ooh, no, that's even shorter. This box will not do. Not big enough. Which means this box definitely isn't big enough. So now I have a big box right there that's full of plush that I could move into a different container. Let me see if I have another. Oh, I know exactly where I have a big box that I can cut up. let's measure this one. What do we got? What do we got? Ha! Ta da 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 da. I can get the last 2 panels out of this box. Okay. Cat, do not be all up on me while I'm cutting these boxes. Okay, I'm gonna cut this piece on the floor. It'll just be easier. Almost there. Okay, we got it. At least small enough now to where I can work with it up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this side off. Now, let's start marking. It's a shame I can't just put it the other direction. I'm gonna clean up this edge first. I mean, again, like, I'm gonna be coating this in fabric. I don't know why I'm being this ridiculous here. That's better, though. It was just kind of messy. Okay, here's my piece. Oh, stop. Yeah, no. Do you see this girl? Coming up under my armpit? You are out of control. You're out of control. Yeah. You're completely, absolutely, unbelievably. You're out of control. You're out of control. You're out of control. I'll give you kisses. I love you. Even though you're out of control. I love you. Is this where you're gonna be? Because I can't keep cutting if you're gonna sit right here. And I would like to keep cutting. This cat, man. Oh, sorry. This cat.
Incoming raid.
Raid! It's a raid, y'all. What up? Kazuhiro, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm trapped with cat in my lap. I'm trapped. Pretty good. Crafting on this costume, trying to cut some cardboard pieces, but the cat keeps getting in my lap, so then I can't cut the cardboard pieces. And she thinks I don't realize it. That she thinks she's managing to sneak into my lap like every single time. You're not sneaky. I know you're here. You're not that sneaky. I did not forget that I just told you to get down like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, true enough. Not even tons of kisses get her to go away. She's like, oh, I'll take kisses. I'll take kisses. Yeah. 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 Why don't you get in your beddie? Can you get in your beddie? Can you get in your beddie? Be a good girl. Oh my goodness, this little girl right here. She's so ridiculous. What were you up to tonight? What were you playing, Kazuhiro? Like, I feel like some of my... Oh, you know what? Maybe something must not be turned on. I don't know, because I feel like my little thing that usually tells me what people are playing and what didn't show up. Yeah, it didn't show up. Okay, come on. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. You were playing Dynasty Warriors? That game is so much fun. I love that game. Oh, really? I didn't see it. Okay. Cool. Well, I love that game. That game is a lot of fun. Cat. You're gonna have to go on the floor. This is every day of my life. Every single freaking day, no matter what I'm trying to do. I just drew the pattern on this piece so I could cut it. I can't cut it if you're gonna lay on it. Can you go get in your bed? Maybe. Alrighty. Thank you for the raid. No worries. I hope you're eating something good. Making some good din-dins. You cannot sit right in the middle of what I'm working on. And now she's rubbing on the microphone. Sorry, everyone. You're pushing it, you know that? You're gonna end up closed out of the room. You're lucky I'm super tired. Look at her, she's just freaking getting comfy over here. Good luck with the cat obstacle. Thank you, I'm gonna need it. I mean, I guess I could leave her on this piece and scoot over and start working on another piece. Maybe I'll try that. Alright, I gotta cut the big piece first on the floor down here. I don't know why there's like a spot on this piece that does not want to cut. Yeah, that's so weird. Like one side of it just would not cut. I'll have to come click on that. I think I should just take the footage from this camera and just make that my BRB video. It's just the cat sitting on the project. Photoshopping a pile of games underneath her. I mean, shoot, if I brought a pile of games in and set them down, she'd just sit on them. So. Yeah, you want to sit on whatever I'm working? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. You just want to sit on it. Oh, are you not satisfied because now I'm working on a different piece? Feel like that. Yeah, that got wonky while I was cutting. We can even that up. It's... See, this is my life. This is my life. Cat, you're gonna have to get closed out of the room if I can't work. I can't cut anything with you in my lap. I can't cut anything. Yeah. This cat. Okay. What time is it? It's only 9:15. Girl, I got 45 more minutes to work on this. Okay? I'm about to put you in one of these boxes. About to put you in a box. Yeah. 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 About to put you in a box. What are you going to do if I put you in a box? What are you going to do? Huh? Ooh, she's so angry. And her toe is stuck to my pants. Oh yeah, I'm putting you in a box. Putting you in a box. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're in a box. She's so mad. She's sitting in the box looking like, wait a sec. Do I like this? Nope. She's already out of the box. Yeah, haha. You're not in the box. But you were. You were in a mom and put you in a box. And it was funny. I thought it was funny. She's not a box cat. She never has been. She's never been one of those cats that just wants to climb in boxes and... She likes soft, cozy beds that are open top, not closed. I cannot, like, freaking see, man. Alright. This is where it gets tough because it gets close, like, it's really close to the edge. Like, I might have to clip that last little edge piece with scissors to get it off. Almost there on this piece. This is like all, oh, I haven't cut that side yet. Okay. And then this side was being stubborn. There we go. Okay. Here, let me do this side like this. Did the music just stop again? My goodness. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. I just couldn't hear it for a second. No, I think it stopped. That is so weird. Oh no, it's just real quiet. I do hear it now. Like, this edge is gonna just be wonky, I think. I might have to straighten some of these with a different knife at a later date. I don't know. Once I connect them together, it might be okay, because the glue will fill in any little gaps. Alright. Well, that's not what I was trying to do, but we're just gonna roll with it. It'll be close enough. I cut it slightly short. Alright. Nailed it. Cool. Alright, let me double check that I actually did this piece right. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, that's the third one of those. Then we need one more. You had to take a call? No worries. No worries. Really, all you missed was the cat sitting on everything multiple times. She finally gave up. She's sitting on the floor over there now. Okay, so this piece, again... Whoops, I just like whacked the camera with it. The side is not straight. So I'm just gonna trace this one on there. If I could even pick it up. I can't pick it up. There we go. Yeah, like I'm just gonna have to do the same thing I did for that one. Wah, wah. Okay. So let's trace it to the best of our abilities here. And cut that out. Wait, yeah. This is the last piece I need. Okay. Cool, we're there. We're there, we're here, we're everywhere. I will take a new extra piece for underneath my cutting. That would be nice. Okay, we're gonna cut this side first. Ooh, I just scratched my sunburn. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, actually I'm gonna cut this piece first. Where there's like always one spot that doesn't wanna cut. Ta-da! Okay. That one was easy. That one actually came off nice. Alright, let me do this side. That's just like a lip of one little piece. It's annoying, but it's not really gonna do anything. Alright. Okay, so now I just gotta cut this side. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get to see Sirhc in this costume. Eventually, when it's done. I think today I feel like should be the most boring day of the costume making. Cause like, I mean, I'm legit just sitting here cutting cardboard right now. Like that's boring AF, so. Today is the boring part. But actually putting all the fabric on and, I mean, I still gotta cut the fabric too, so. I guess technically that's a little boring, but. Really, once we get to putting everything together, it gets fun. Okay, well, this is the last cardboard piece. So let's get rid of all of these because I don't need them anymore. Then we're back to our drawing. And we have all of our pieces. I'm going to have to cut supports for the corners. And you know what? What if instead of putting a tiny pillow in the top, I just put a little, like, soft cardboard support? That's kind of what I did in my claw machine costume, because it came with, like, a big, giant pillow in the top. And I took that sucker out. That was... And I actually did exactly what I did here. I built a cardboard frame so that it would stay rigid. And then it didn't need anything in the top because the rigidity sat on... I added shoulder straps into it so that it kept it up and it didn't touch the top of my head at all. That was the only way I was able to run in it. But I can't do shoulder straps on this, obviously, because he's shirtless, so. So it's going to have to rest on the top of your head. Thoughts. Thoughts. Oh, y'all can't see me being a goober. Here we go. I'm a clown. I'm a freaking clown. Yeah, maybe that is too big. I need to find a slightly smaller ball. I'm gonna have to go look. But I can do that later because we're not that far yet. But yeah, like even just thinking about this from a weight perspective, it doesn't really add any weight, so. If I take, where's the smallest piece that I have? It's still like whole. Like maybe a piece like this. And, Okay, so... Like, I would want to bend it. The problem is I'm bending it against the grain. Do I have a piece that is cut the other direction? I think this one is. Okay. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That was so easy. That might be a little tall. Let's do like that. So what I would end up doing is taping this shut like that. And just letting this little square, did I cut it too short? Or is it just that it's because it's bending? What? Yeah, no, it's not short. It's actually one too long. Do you really need to be doing what you're doing right now? Okay, there we go. So then this would be connected inside the top. The manager is here, and she's always causing trouble. What is on you? Oh, okay, it was nothing. I think she was just cleaning herself or something. So if this is resting on top of your head, that's going to be a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I'll just turn that into a cube, a little like, that way I don't have to make a little pillow. Or if I even want to line it with a EVA foam or something, I can do that. You are troublesome. You're being troublesome. I'm gonna have to paint the mesh. I'm going to have to paint all the green detailing on. And I'm gonna have to put the box together. So putting the box together is really the next piece. Then cutting the fabric and adhering it to the box. That part I'm gonna have to do outside. I can cut the fabric in here, but I'm gonna use spray adhesive to attach it. So that has to be done outdoors. But that's fine. We can always, probably next stream, we'll cut the fabric. Then I'll just go... Oh, I gotta see how long... Maybe we should cut the fabric on a separate... What time is it? 9:35. I still gotta put the box together too, though. Because I don't know how long... Honestly, I should be able to, like, paint on the spray adhesive. Well, then I guess I could always just set it down in here when I'm done with that and work on this part and this part. Or even painting the mesh at that point would be fine. How am I gonna adhere the mesh? I hate to hot glue it in. I hate to do that. I could try super gluing it in. I think I'll reinforce it with some scrap fabric around the edges of it when I glue it in, however I'm going to glue it in. Alright, so I guess the next thing is really to start putting the box together. And squishing the cat. Squish the cat. Nate, you're the one in my lap. Yeah, you came here of your own free will and got up in my lap. And your breath smells like you just went and ate some food. Yeah. Stinky kitty breath. Stinky kitty breath. Stinky, stinky kitty breath. Stinky, 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 stinky. You are hilarious. You are such a funny kitty cat. Don't get so comfy. I'm about to start gluing box pieces together. Okay. That's the other thing with this is the like reinforcing the corners. And then of course cutting the neck hole in the bottom. Maybe I should do that first. Because that's going to be a pain in the butt. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, just like you. You're gonna get put on the floor, you know that, right? You know that. And I thought she was gonna leave and she just decided to get more comfy instead. It is so hard to kick her off my lap when she's like purring up a storm though. She's over here purring away. You're so precious. You are so precious. You're gonna have to get off my arm though. Yeah. Yep, sorry. You gotta get off my arm. Yeah. Such a sad girl. Okay. These two pieces are, I believe, when put together, a 12 by 12 square. Whoops. Yeah. Close enough. Almost exactly a 12 by 12 square. So, I'm thinking about circles. Very complex thoughts. I don't have a compass that I know, at least not one that I know where it is. I'm trying to think of something I have that's approximately the right size circle that I can just plop on here and trace. I mean, I guess I could freehand it, it doesn't really matter. This is just a test piece anyway. So I want to kind of test how big this circle needs to be. So that's, let's see how well I did here. 1.5 inches on that side. 1.5 inches on that side. 1.5 inches on that side. Bazinga! Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, I need to cut this out. This is complex cutting. Yeah, mommy's gonna do complex cutting and you're a pain in the butt. Alright, yeah, you can't be there. Yeah, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous for your cuteness. Alright. Now, drawing it on there was easy. Cutting it out is the hard part. I did pretty good. Now I just got to get it all the way through. Okay. That half is all the way through. Let's find out where I stopped at. Yeah. This is not the most ideal. Going back to work? Alrighty. Have a great rest of your evening. And we will see you next time. And yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun once this costume is all done. At least fun for all of us. Ah, I threw away the wrong piece. This is the piece I need. Okay, so the idea is... Well, I definitely can't do it with this giant lump on the back of my head. The idea is for it to be able to fit over your head. So I'm going to have to cut the other side, tape these two pieces together, and just try it. And see if the circle I made is big enough. If not, I might have to rethink the bottom design. But let's just try this first. Well, this one's a little wonky, but whatever. It's close enough. Alright. Alright, now this side. Where did I stop at? Apparently, like, right there. Get this one a little deeper over here. Okay. Ta-da! All right. So now I'm going to have to go grab some tape so I can tape these together and see how well, like this little edge right here is like not straight. There we go. And see how well we manage. I wonder if I did it like that. Yeah, close enough. I mean, I can get it even over my glasses. So I think we're good. I think this is the size circle that I cut. And now part of me says just take these two pieces together, reinforce them, and use them. They're a little worse for the wear from being used for test cut pieces, but it's not that bad. They are just shy of the size I need, though, in both directions, so I have to cut a circle out of this. Alright, this is not a 12 by 12. Where are my 12 by 12 pieces? Here are my 12 by 12 pieces. Let me double check that before I do something stupid. We're good. Alright. Trace this circle onto these 12 by 12 pieces. Oops. That didn't go quite as planned, but that's okay. I can fix it up. That's a little lumpy right here. This side is a little flat. Good enough. Alright, so there's our circle. This little piece right here is going to drive me crazy, so I'm going to try to rip it off. There we go. Okay. Cutting that out is going to be a pain in the butt. Then the other thought is from a build perspective, in attaching all the box pieces together, where do I want to start? Do I want to start at the... I guess I should attach the four sides together, then put the top and the bottom on. Or maybe attach two sides, then put the top, then put two sides, then the bottom. All great questions. I think what I'm going to do is grab packing tape. I might just be a genius. I am going to use packing tape on the parts that will be the inside of the box. I'm sure this is something people who actually do all this kind of stuff all the time do all the time. Get all the pieces put together so that they'll work the same way that the single piece of fabric works, in terms of just folding them over and connecting them. However, then I'm just going to lay out the fabric, lay that piece on the fabric. Do not jump up here. And then I can just trace it, except with... Ooh, that's another thought. Except with, like, an inch or whatever around each edge, so that I can do the foldovers. Like, that sounds fine to me. That sounds like a good way to do it. My thought is on the pieces that become the little, like, triangle up top. Really, Cat? Do I want to reinforce those with anything? That's a tough question. If I did that, I would either have to coat the pieces in the fabric separately so that the insides wouldn't be cardboard, so that it would be fabric on both sides. Yeah. I guess the other option would be, even once I have it all put together with those two triangular flaps, even if I want to bond a couple more pieces of fabric to it to thicken it, I would be able to just do that with some adhesives or even some fabric bond. I think I have a whole roll of fabric bond in there that I could use for that. Essentially just bond it to some stabilizer. The other option, ooh, I think I like this the most, is actually for these flaps right here to leave the fabric in that 12 by 12 square, and then I can cut out a piece of cardboard and fold the fabric over the cardboard. So, I mean, it would have a fabric seam on the underside where the fabric meets and is, like, adhered to the cardboard. But I'm okay with that because it's on the bottom inside of this right here. Oh, y'all can't, like, necessarily see what I'm doing. This camera must have got knocked again. But yeah, so take this piece, leave it as a square, so that I can put the cardboard inside it and fold it over behind it. Adhere that. So those would still be free-flowing flaps. So even once the box is put together, I can lay it on its side, put that piece of cardboard in, fold, adhere. If I need to do any trimming or tucking, I can trim, tuck, whatever on those, and then flip it back over. And those then would have some rigidity. I'm loving that idea. But I think I will wait to make the cardboard inserts for those until I have an idea of whether or not I want to curve them or not. And I'll have to just put it together and see how I want to do that. Okay, so the new outline then is now that remains and that remains a 12 by 12 square. So where is the one that has the measurements on it? Here it is. Okay. So this stays in a square. All right, so that's the new pattern here. So these are gonna be fold lines, not cut lines. Why are you putting your ear in my mouth? Okay, so those are fold lines, not cut lines. And then these are really the only cut lines, of course I'm going to have to cut the circle out of this. But so the only lines that are actual cut lines, this is a cut line. This is a cut line. And this is a cut line. Everything else gets folded. Okay. So then thinking about the edges of the top of this box, though. Oh, well, and I mean the front is going to have the cutout for the face as well. High paint in the tushy. Yeah, if I need... So the right is going to have that, the left is going to have that, the front folds straight over. So what I want to do is leave a little bit of... Here, let me use a different color for myself. Just right. Excess on here. Leave a little bit of excess, and then of course this would be a cut line. Yeah, leave a little bit of excess there so that if I need to fold it over on the back, I'll have a little bit of excess fabric to do so. Probably same with here, so just put that 11 over here. Like I would want to leave a little excess, and here, probably leave a little excess. Maybe give it like an extra inch on each side, so that way if I need to fold any over, I won't have to like put scraps in. Because that back piece will reach the back of this top piece. So that would cover if there's a gap up there. If there's a gap on the right, that piece will cover that. If there's a gap on the back of the bottom where that folds up, that piece will cover that. So then I also need to leave a little excess here and here in case the bottom has any gap. But yeah, that's like perfect. And then of course I want to be able to fold in on those. That's fine. The way these are going to work, they don't need any excess on these two panels. I mean, if I want to add fold over excess onto this panel, I can. It'll probably just be redundant, but I can always cut it off later. I mean, if I want to do the same all the way around this piece as well, I can do that. Yeah, I can just leave excess pretty much on all sides except for these two pieces, since they're already going to be cut and folded. But I mean, whatever, having a little excess on the top part might not be bad if I'm going to fold it over a piece of cardboard and then adhere it. But this side, I don't want any excess. Okay, sweet. Kitty cat, stop sticking your nails in my leg. Cool. Okay, what time is it? It is already 10 o'clock. I was feeling pretty tired. It's pretty late. So next time I need to cut this out. Then we got to start putting the actual box together. Cut the fabric. So I mean, we can make a list of what we need to do next time. So cut, circle, build the box, cut the fabric, then the next piece would be adhere the fabric, which has to be done outside. At least if I use spray adhesive, I'll do it outside. I mean, of course, while that is getting done, we can build the wired ribbon. I think I'm just gonna sew. I'm gonna sew a tube of the red fabric and then probably stuff it with EVA foam and a piece of wire so that the EVA foam keeps it kind of wider and more rigid. I don't know though, if I want that bow part to be flat, I'll have to think on that a little bit, on how I want to do that. On like how rigid I want it to be or how wide I want it to be. Let me look at the picture. I mean, it's not super wide. I don't want it to be cylindrical. And of course I could probably just iron it so that it wouldn't be. Or I could sew a line through the middle of it to keep it flat. That's tough because I want it to be a little more rigid. I'm gonna have to think on that. Unless I make it multiple pieces, which I mean, honestly, on this picture, it does look like separate pieces, but I mean, the idea is that it's a big bow. So we'll get there one way or another. Cat, why are you being a silly butt? Alright, so the wired ribbon, and then of course, I don't know, the cone and ball on top of his head. Do you see this, Cat? Do you guys see this? She's like shoving herself into me as hard as she can. Feels so good to be loved. Feels so good to be loved. Oh yes. Oh yes. He's such a sweet baby dog girl. Oh yes. He's best little sweet baby girl. My little sweet baby. Yeah. Okay. And then once the cone and the ball are done, it's really just a matter of putting all of it together. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to adhere the cone. I think when I cut the EVA foam, I'll make a bottom for it. And that bottom I can adhere to the top of the whole thing. I can either glue it or I mean, I could run something through it to attach it, but honestly, it's not going to be very heavy. So if I make the cone have a solid bottom and glue it, it should be plenty strong enough to hold itself up. So, all right, wow. Cool. So we have a game plan. We've got our first set of pieces cut. Right now they are all sitting on top of that piece of mesh. In fact, I'm going to take this piece of mesh and flatten it out and just throw like all these, this is just extra, throw all these pieces on top of it so that it gets some weight on it. And so that I know which pieces are my good pieces. And I'm gonna shut this. Put it in this little thingy. Alright, I think we are there. For tonight, at least. We have a very solid plan. I know you just got so cozy. All over again, but that's okay because we're gonna go to bed. Yeah, we're gonna go to bed. Yeah, we're gonna go to bed soon. There you go. Sit on the project. I know that's your favorite thing on the planet because you're a cat. All right. Sitting on the project is the best. Okay. 10:07 p.m. Let's see who is out and about and playing on Twitch. Coming in with the cat on screen is the best timing. What's up, Seppuquel? I'm actually about to head out. I think her little grumpus face probably tells you she's ready for bed. And now she's gonna sit here and clean her face while she sits on my project. Why you looking so grumpy, Bonnie? Why you so grumpy? Why you so grumpy? You're cute, but you're grumpy. Yeah. Yeah, meow, meow, meow. Where you going? Where you going? Huh? She is so funny. You're a ham. You're a little ham. Yeah. Oh, Bogus Meat Factory is actually on tonight. Mist Online Live. We haven't visited Bogus in a hot minute. So that is where we shall head for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. We will be back to working on this costume tomorrow night. Yeehaw. I feel like it was a slow start, but I think we got a lot done and we have a good game plan going, so shouldn't be too bad. Now she's sitting in my seat. You silly kitty cat, are you in my chair? Yeah. And I mean, the dog is on her bed in the corner. She's like snoring away. Alrighty, we are ready to raid. Bye. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow.